like that music. Kind of gets me going. I'm just bopping in my seat. Hey, everybody, what's going on? I'm Chris the Disney Baker, and welcome to the Pin Layer. Hello, everyone. Well, so far, so good. Everything has been a good Sunday. We had some. I went to. I'm doing new members classes at my church, and today was the third and final one. So hopefully they'll let me in. New members classes. That was funny. Let's say hello to everybody that's in here. Hello, Birdwell. How are you? What's up, Nick? Movie Mania Nick. Good to see the real Steven. Good to be here, Steven. And Paul Engel. What's going on? Katie Y, my amazing executive producer. Hey, Katie. Dole Whip Dave. Welcome in. Annie Coog. Annie Coog, how are you? I'm sorry I missed you, Annie. Maybe next time. Maybe when I come up your way. Good to see you. And Jason, what's going on, Jason? Good to see you. Hey, Gloria. Look at that. It's a family affair. It's a family affair. Nope, no singing, no karaoke like they were doing in Baltimore last week. Hello, Tina. Tina Marie's Place. How are you? Thanks for being here. Debbie Burnfeld. Hello. Welcome in. Dave. And thank you, Debbie, for putting that in there. I appreciate you. And continuing to rolling on. Molly, I heard you weren't feeling well. Hope you feel better. Thanks for being in. Hello, Cindy. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Samantha Lowe, welcome in. Good to see you here. Hello, Mark. What's going on? Mark Langenkamp. Good to see you. All right. Hello, Nathan. Welcome in. All right, everybody. My name is Chris. I am the Disney Baker. If it's your first time here, give a thumbs up. Welcome in. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and hit your notification so you know when I'm going to go live. Especially going live. We do have some surprise announcements. Not starting next Sunday, but we're going to start the following Sunday. We're going to start a game, and we're going to start on Sundays. To see how it goes, and if it catches on, we may move it into later into the week from the studio, and then we'll still keep the Sunday chat. But if it rolls and it works out well on Sundays, we'll keep it on Sundays. It's called Where's the Baker, and then what's this Where's the Baker? So here's what Where's the Baker is going to be. What I've compiled through my times. At the parks is I've been taking pictures of things and certain things that are at certain places at certain parks and Disney Springs and around the parks and around some of the hotels at the parks. There's some of the really nice accommodations at the parks. So what we'll do is we'll play on a point system. Okay. And the person that gets it right the fastest, and I'll give clues if needed. Like, say if I put up a picture of a sign that may be or may not be near the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, maybe a small sign. If you're the first one to say that's the sign right behind Pirates of the Caribbean where the cast go in and out. And maybe it says cast members only, but you have to say where the sign is, and you were the first one, then of course you would get a point. Okay. And then we would go on to the next picture. All right. And we'll do that for 8 weeks. Okay. The winner each week. Okay. Will go, of course, into the top section, and the winner each week will get a pin. I'll pick a special pin, at the end of that night, and I'll say this is the pin that you won, and it won't be one of my everyday pins. It may be something, let's see, it may be a pin like this, something like that, a Disney vacation pin, or it may be a pin like that. And this is a cool pin. This pin was never released, actually. This pin is a pin from Disney Springs which was supposed to be a game they were supposed to play, but they never launched that game. Okay, so this pin was this pin. Take a snapshot of that pin. All right, and then do your research on that pin, and you'll know what I'm talking about. So then at the end of those at the end of those 8 weeks, on that 8th week, even the person that won that 8th week, okay, then we'll do another prize with all those 8 people. Those 8 people, what we'll do is those 8 people will go into the wheel at the end of that night. So even everyone that comes in that night, okay, if you win, you're part of the 8. And then those 8 people will go into the wheel, and then we'll have a special prize wheel for them. Now, this will continue to go on as long as people show interest. If people continue to show interest, we'll keep going. And then we'll do another 8 weeks, and then we'll do another 8 weeks. And then at the end, we'll see how far it goes. Okay. And if it continues to go, okay, we will have a grand prize, even if it's cut short. You show interest, we're going to have fun with it. And then we'll give a grand prize. Okay. And again, the grand prize has to be secret because it's a grand prize. Maybe it'll be something like if you come to the parks, if it's somebody that comes to the parks, we could do it, bake with Baker. Who knows? You never know. Can't bake with me. I have a hidden location. So, hey, Jay, what's going on? Jay in Nashville. Good to see you. So if you're interested in that, that's what it's going to go. Because where's the baker? Real simple. Where's the baker? Or where's the baker been? Where's the baker? I think that sounds like. So that's that. And then at the end of tonight's stream, I have another surprise. But it's not as exciting as that one, but it'll still be a surprise. So thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. And here we go. And just so you know, oh, I love this game. Just so you know, and if you know in chat, if you know where that phrase comes from, just so you know, let me know. See who comes up with that first. That's just a little fun. A friend of my son's has started a YouTube channel. And later on, after we're done here tonight, if we all could just go over and raid him, that would be fantastic. Just tell him the Disney Baker sent you. He is one of my son's best friends. He is a conductor of a ragtime band, and he has an amazing band. They go all around the United States. They play for really big venues. He's played for Ben Carson, the brain surgeon that worked out of Baltimore at Johns Hopkins. He's played for the vice president, not this current vice president, the last vice president. I believe his band played for them. He's played at the Kennedy Center. He plays at some amazing places. But what he's doing online is he works for a railroad. I say he runs a ragtime band, which is amazing, but he works for a railroad company in Pennsylvania. And the railroad company that he works for during COVID was responsible for revamping and repairing 3 of the Disney trains here at Walt Disney World. They shipped them to Pennsylvania, and his company had worked on them, and they refurbished them and they cleaned them. And then I guess at some point, one at a time, they just brought them back into Walt Disney World. And they're currently working on a 4th train. But unfortunately, I can't tell you what the name of that train is. But I do know the company he works for is doing that. So excellent. Yes, thank you. It's Agri Rangtimer. And so anyway, so his channel it's this railroad game. And it's really super cool. So at the end tonight, if you guys could just go over there, I'll remind you, go over and send him a raid and tell him that I sent you. He's an amazing person. I remember his home in Maryland. I visit. We used to go over and have dinner with his parents, and my son and him would go. He lived in the basement, and his whole wall going into his bedroom was a oh my gosh, what do you call it? The tunnel, the entrance of a tunnel, and it had a light coming out. Literally had a painting of a light coming out, like the train was coming out of the tunnel, and it got narrower and it got wider. It was really cool. And he's a very knowledgeable about trains. And so his YouTube channel just actually does that. It's a game where they build track and you build trains and you do all sorts of stuff. So later on, hang out there. I'll bet it's Goofy's train on Mickey's. Well, I don't think that's it, but you know something, Mark, you mentioned something. So let me look at something here. And I think I have it close to me. Hold on a quick second. That one. This one. Yeah. So, hey, I'm welcome back. Good to see you. So, and don't forget, share us out. Share us out tonight. So it's funny you should say that. So I have, if you all don't know, check out my Whatnot channel. And in this link after, not now, what I'll do is I'm scheduling another Whatnot for tomorrow night on my Whatnot auction. And I'll put a link in. I think I still have it. I'll put a link in that links you to get, I believe it's 15% off if you sign up. $15 credit towards your Whatnot purchase. And you can use that tomorrow night or another night. So what's up, VP? So Mark, you said that. So I still have one of these. I still have one of these pins. And it's funny, at the bottom it says limited release, but you can't get these anymore. You can't buy these anymore. And actually I have every one of them, and I had them on my Whatnot the other night. Theo, what's going on? That's okay. You could be late. No worries. I'm glad you're here. And there's Mickey. And the cool thing about the hooks, there's hooks. The cool thing is the hooks hook on to each train. Yeah, this set, if you look this up on eBay, it's going to blow your mind. These sets usually the complete sets go for about $250. But the Mickey pin alone, Mickey and Minnie alone go for at least $50 each. So, and there's Mickey, and then here's Minnie, and she's waving. And you've got Donald. I'll save him for last. You've got Daisy. Regina, hello, Regina. I saw a picture of you earlier, Regina, with Carlos. And Pluto. And again, you notice there's a front and back hook. Thanks for being here. Now here's Pete, Peg Leg Pete. I call him Peg Leg Pete. All right, but Pete doesn't have a pin behind him because he's the caboose, and that's why he's all angry. Okay. Now with all those, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And then you had to go to Box Lunch to get the 8th one. And that's the completer pin. But it's just Pluto eating all the food. And Pete's got a caboose. Yeah, well, Pete's on a flat rail car, but he's got a caboose. All right. So yeah, that's that. I may bring them back out. I may bring them back out this week just to show them, but I literally brought them out last week, and I'm surprised nobody even bid on them. Yeah, they're pretty cool, Steven. You could definitely do that. But that is a pricey set. And I think back, I think Tina was in there. Tina, I showed that, right? What did I start that at? I think 150. and nobody bid on it. Tina was in. Molly was in the week before. And thank you guys. And Tina, you should be receiving your box tomorrow. So yay. And I have a special delivery for Molly. And that will go to Pete this week. So I will see Pete this week. Pete's coming into town. Yeah. You may have already gone out, but I'm not sure. But anyway, you might see that. So, and some of my collections are like that, and maybe not this week. And again, I'll be at the parks next Sunday, but next Monday, I'll be back on my Whatnot live, and I'll be selling pin frames. I make pin frames for your pins. Here is an example. This is a folding one. And this is 2 5x7 side by side. This opens up. This is hinged and it opens up. And you put your pins on them. And I can show you one. And we got Mickey right here. Let's show you Mickey. Yep. And the cool thing about my pin frames is 100 Acre Wood. Welcome in. And then you display your pins on your pin frames. Just like that. And you shake them up and down and they don't come off. I've got a couple of them over here. I can show you this one. This one. I have this one loaded up. This I used on my Whatnot the other night. These are all my Mickey ear pins. Okay. And this is a pin frame that I made also. And here's the backing of it. And when you put your pins on, you shake them up and down, they don't come off. I use black velvet. I use a really nice cork board. And then I use another process behind that so your pins lock in. This one here will run, this pin frame here will probably run between, I think this was like 75. The first one I had up, where did I just lay that down? Let me find that again. 1 second. It's easy. Yeah, that one would have been 75, and then this one here is 65, and it's hinged. So, check us out. Check me out on that show. You'll see a couple different ones. I showed some of them when I'm doing my Whatnot Live. I do show some of them. Here's another one that I painted myself. It's kind of sponge painted. It's got a nice, look to it. And again, I use these pin frames during my Whatnot show. And again, I'm shaking them. They're not coming off. And this one here, this one says this one's $45. So there'll be different price ranges without the pins, folks. Without the pins, not with the pins. So I'll have a couple of them. And here's another one that I made. This is a longer one. Thank you, VP. I appreciate that. Thanks, Molly, for saying that. It's very nice words. Appreciate that. This is another one. I had my ear Mickey's on this one. This one is pretty cool. Here's the backing of it. So you can either hang it this way. It's got hangers here, and it's got double hangers here. So you can either hang it this way on your wall, or you can hang it this way on your wall. And on this wall here in the background here, you can see that I've got quite a few of them, throughout here. Total of 21 are on this wall. It's 20 now because this one was on there. But the following week, so we'll do pin frames, and we'll continue to do pin frames. And then the following week, we're doing popcorn buckets. So we're going to be doing popcorn buckets. So get familiar with Whatnot if you can. Check it out. Last week, Tina asked me if I had put any pictures up, because what you can do, if I put pictures up with the items, you can go in and pre-bid on the items. So when the items start, you already have your bid in. And it gets like that sometimes. And so I'll have the pictures of the frames up there. I'll have the next week the pictures of the popcorn buckets. And then you can go into an area that's called Buy Now. Okay. I can go in right now. I can go into Whatnot. I can place those Mickey Runaway Railway sets, that one set I have. I can go ahead and place that set on there. I can set a price at, $190 buy now. Okay. I could set a price at $200 buy now. And you can go in and literally click on it and then purchase it right away. I'll get a notification that it was purchased. I'll be able to see that. Once I get that notification, then I go ahead and then I just ship it out. Shipping usually takes about 4 days, depending on where you are. I like shipping out the next day because I get a better rating on Whatnot if I ship it out the next day. Let me go into chat, make sure I didn't miss any. Oh. What's everybody saying hello? I love that. I like this comment. I am new to the world of Baker and I'm hooked already. I love that, Jay. Fantastic. So anyway, it's one of those things. I I like Disney. I like Disney a lot. If you don't know anything about me, I am a cast member for the Walt Disney World. I work at Walt Disney World, and I am a baker pastry chef. So, and I am a baker pastry chef, and I can say it at the Contemporary. Unfortunately, you can't see me because I'm behind the scenes, but I do make some amazing desserts. One of my friends and also another YouTuber reached out to me this week, and he sent me pictures of the desserts. Hey, Casey's Corner, good to see you. Yes, you'll see me this week. And Casey, I have something for you. It's a surprise. It's sitting right over there. So, um, it's a surprise for Casey. I'll see him this week also. Um, so my friend was having dinner, and if you're listening, and I know you ninja listen, and he sent me some pictures of his family sitting down, and they were having dinner at Chef Mickey's, and they got about 6 or 7 desserts or something like that, and they put them on a plate because it's just a buffet. It's fantastic. And he says, what do you make any of these? And I looked at all of them and I went, I make all of those. And it's really cool. Did I make anything delicious this week? I did. Oh my gosh. We made some specialty desserts. We had a bunch of VIPs come in this week. So we made some specialty desserts. And again, all I can say is they were VIPs. They were here for, some meetings, so we made some specialty desserts for them, not just that we just for them, but for the whole group of them that were here, and that was pretty cool. And I learned how to make a new we just made a new Oreo cake. It's an Oreo no bake cheesecake, and we put it in a mold, and we put an on a whole Oreo on top of it, and then we freeze it, and then we take it out of the mold, and then we put a dollop of a fresh whipped cream on, fresh whipped cream, nothing out of a bucket, fresh whipped, and when we put these new sprinkles on it, and it is just fantastic. And it's out on the buffet. And then we have a new raspberry. It's raspberry. It's in a chocolate tart about this round and about this tall, and it's filled with raspberry filling, and then it has a chocolate ganache on top, and then it's finished with a little wave about that long of fresh whipped cream, and then dried fresh cranberry bits on top of it, and then with a Chef Mickey white chocolate medallion on top of it, and that was delicious. Now I made something different. I made something for dessert today. Would you like to see it? Would you like to see what I made for dessert for my family today? I can show you. Anything Oreo? Yes, please. Okay. No, I didn't freeze. I was just messing with you. I'll be right back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Oh, I gotta hide it. Okay. So, uh, there should be a story to everything that you bake or cook. I feel that way, and there's a small story behind mine. And so, if you came on board, if you came in early, you heard me talk about going to the new membership classes at my church. So we have new membership classes at our church, and they've been 3 weekends long, and every Sunday. And then we go to church in the morning, and then we the first Sunday that we had our new membership class, we went out for lunch. So we figured we go out for breakfast, lunch in between. Instead of driving 40 minutes back home, we would just stay out in that area and have lunch. Come to find out, it didn't take us that long to have lunch. And then we were like, what are we going to do for the next hour and a half while we were waiting for 3 o'clock to come before our class? So the next weekend, which was last weekend, we stayed here. We invited everybody. It was my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, me, my wife, and my sister. So we came back, and my wife made lunch, and I said and we just had ice cream in the freezer for dessert. And I said, you know what? Next week, I said to my wife, I said, we're going to do tacos here. So we had tacos today. I said, and I'll make a dessert. So I wanted to make something special. One of my favorite desserts is cinnamon buns. I love making cinnamon buns. So I made a cinnamon bun dessert. And this is what it looks like finished. Now, what you're seeing is a caramel. It's a baked caramel with the icing glaze that goes on top. Right? And you have to be able to take something out of a, you just can't show somebody what it looks like in a dish. You got to take it out of the dish. And then you got to just try to peel it back to show everybody. So what this is just delicious. Okay. I always said I would never eat anything like this on a live because it's just teasing everyone. All right. So I'm going to tell you how I made it. So one more bite. Yeah. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Anybody has diabetes. Sorry. So if you're ever going to eat a bun like that has like sticky bun, get yourself a damp napkin. Yes. Well, no. Well, that was just it. That was just it. It was the last day of classes, and I didn't bring any. But what I did find out is we get to meet with the elders in the Bible study room in 2 weeks. So what I thought I would do is make some and take them that morning for that. All right. So here's how I made them. And trust me, my mind was thinking when I was getting everything together this morning, I'm thinking I could set up a camera and just show this because it didn't take me that long to make it. Now I am a scratch baker first and foremost, I will tell you this. Let me see if anybody came in, if I missed anybody while I was going to get that. Oh my gosh, those are so good. Okay. It's not a simple secret, but if you look it up on YouTube, you'll find some things, but you won't find what I'm about to tell you because nobody had it out there. Okay. I took a glass Pyrex. Okay. It's a, let me know what size it is. You know, if you want to know, just reach out to me on Instagram, or send me an email and I can tell you. I do. It's pain in the stomach. Okay. So the one thing I did that wasn't on, I didn't look this up on YouTube. Trust me, I know how to make cinnamon buns, cinnamon rolls. I know. But what I do different is a square by the square on Whatnot. That wouldn't be a bad idea. And that was, you know, that's one of the ideas actually that who put that up there? Mark did. So thank you. Go ahead, Katie. I'm sorry. So Mark put that up there and he said, you know, selling this dessert by the square on Whatnot. So when I start, and my bakes are going to start doing, once I get, again, I got to get my viewing hours up on YouTube to get monetized. Okay. And the monetization for the channel is going to help cover my costs for baking. You all go to the grocery store. You all know, look, I'm just saying that's where that, a good bit of that money is going to go. And then when I do like a 24-hour bake and something like that, and I auction all those things off on my Whatnot, which I'll do as I'm baking them to raise money for foundations like Give Kids the World, for MS, my sister has MS, for autism, my nephew has autism, things like that. That will happen. I know that will happen, and it's all by God's grace that all that will happen, and it's his timing. So, Amy, here's my little trick to this cinnamon bun. Go out and buy yourself. Look, not everybody has the opportunity or chance to make cinnamon rolls from scratch. Fine, go buy in the Pillsbury twin pack cinnamon buns. They come with cinnamon buns. They come with icing. Okay, 8 names. I think I forget how many pieces that was. But 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It was 16 pieces. I didn't use one of them, okay, because it just didn't fit. But what I did is I went out and I had some caramel, craft caramel for ice cream. Comes in a little jar about that big, okay? I took it, I put it in the microwave. Took the lid off, take the lid off, put it in the microwave. I heated it up for about a minute. Put the lid back on, shook it up, and I poured it. I poured about half of the jar, about a half jar, maybe 2/3, onto the bottom of the Pyrex. Okay. I didn't grease it first. I put that on it. Next time I'll spray grease it. Then I spray grease the edges and I place the cinnamon buns 3x6. Just place them. Boom, boom, boom. 3x6. Okay. I took cinnamon sugar because I love cinnamon sugar and I sprinkled cinnamon sugar on top quite heavily. Then I got heavy cream. Now, this is the part you will see on YouTube, but I already knew this. Go out and get yourself heavy cream. Okay. Get yourself a whole quart of heavy cream. Put half of that quart and just pour it over top of the cinnamon buns. Just pour it heavy cream. Shake it up, pour it over top. You could do a little bit more if you want to. Okay. I baked mine. What did I set the timer at first? I think I set my timer at 30 minutes. I put tinfoil over the top of it. I put it in the oven, 350 for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes was over, I pulled it out. I took the tinfoil off. I raised my temperature to 365. I put it back in the oven for an additional 10 minutes. Okay, what that does, it caramelizes all the sugar on top. When it came out, I have 2 Pyrexes the same size. When it came out, I gave it about 3 minutes. Okay. I put 1 glass Pyrex on top of it and grabbed my hot pads and I turned it over so it would go right into the other Pyrex upside down. And all that caramel went with it. And then I took the little can of icing that they gave me and I drizzled one of the cans, not both of them, one of the cans just over the top of it. And that's how you got that look of that little white icing over the top. Okay. And that's it. Serve it. Serve it with some ice cream. Enjoy it. So that's what I did. But again, you all make dinner for your families and I make dessert. Now I did fry up some of the shells for the tacos, but I didn't do much of anything else. My wife did everything else for lunch. So, and that was that. Next time use both cans. Yeah. So that's that. And let's talk about some stuff. Let me go into this one. Okay. Let me present this. I want you guys to see this. We're going to share a screen here. All right. Now, when I share this screen, boom. Okay. I currently can't see you. Well, I can't see you anyway. I can't see chat. All right. So I like to do it this way so I can read about it. Okay. Check this out. Disney Eats, the making of the Haunted Mansion Holiday Gingerbread House. This is from our friends over at Disney Parks blog. They have a wonderful, wonderful website over there. This is for the Haunted Mansion Holiday Gingerbread House at Disneyland, not Disney World. I wish. So he's alive. Okay. So season screaming, it's never too early to start enjoying gingerbread, especially when it is inspired by none other than Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas. I know a lot of you don't like them transforming the Haunted Mansion. If you're here from the West Coast, I'm sorry. I know some of you don't, but some of you do. So I like The Nightmare Before Christmas. I just think it's a different spin on Halloween, so I like it. Tim Burton, The Nightmare Before Christmas. It's available now at Disneyland Park for the Halloween and holiday season. The Haunted Mansion has got a new festive makeover from Santa Jack, more commonly known as the Pumpkin King. Yes. And your venture further into the mansion, you'll notice the sweet smell of gingerbread, which only means one thing. That's right. The return of the beloved gingerbread display. I've never seen a super close up of this, but they give you some really nice pictures here. If you want to just cruise with me, you can go on the Disney Park, open up another tab, or go in later, Disney Parks blog, go into Eats. You'll see this. The story behind the creation is there, how they did it. And if you see these, you see these pictures here, it's like gingerbread Stein. I wouldn't even call him Frankenstein. And how they're building him and all the pieces that they make. As Dr. Finkelstein used his mad scientist experience. And then you see the cast members here. The cool thing about this is because I am a cast member, I really look deep into these pictures. You see this one here where he has a piping bag and he's got his chef jacket on. But because of where they do this, they're definitely wearing safety vests because it's a darker place and they just need to be seen all the time, which again goes to what you've heard me say before. Safety is always first at Disney Park. So that's like our number one rule. But he's piping on the green. And the one about this one here, if you go on the website and you look at it, she's just got the biggest smile on her face. It is just, it makes me smile when they're smiling. I'll tell you, because I know what that smile means. Sorry, I had a little bit of cinnamon in there. She's got an amazing smile there. and he looks like he's making an adjustment here to how tall or how they're laying it back and forth maybe. But it's just fun. And I like how they put, frightfully fun facts. The culinary teams do this. I don't know. I don't know if I'll be picked to be on part of the culinary team that gets to make our Christmas display, our gingerbread Christmas display. I've got fingers crossed. I really want to be part of that this year. You can see me. I want to have this smile on my face so I can be part of that. These tasks are they're work, but they're works of art. It's work of fun. We get to be on the planning committees. We get to be on the execution committees. We start early with these, and it's all part of the magic that we want to bring out to our guests. And it's every time that we do something that make you go, oh my gosh, how did they do that? Oh my gosh, what are they going to do next to make it to beat last year's? So those are the reasons why we like to make magic and how we get to make magic. And I like to talk about that. This one here says, I'll read this. The gingerbread display was quite the task to bring to life, not only for the Disneyland Resort culinary teams, but also the technology teams. With that being said, I'm guessing after they built them and they secured them, I'm sure it's possibly that table may go up and down, that's got, the gingerbread Frankenstein on it, maybe. That's what I think. And the Disneyland Bakery, who crafted this memorizing creation. In fact, it took over 150 hours. Yes, you heard that right. To build a program in animation and lighting, and that's not even including the hours spent baking the pastry pieces that bring it all together. I've gathered some mind-blowing facts just to show you how it goes making a 5-foot tall, 6-foot wide display of reality. They use 60 pounds of gingerbread, 50 pounds of powdered sugar, 10 pounds of egg whites, 30 pounds of rolled fondant. I call it fondant. 5 pounds of crystal sugar, 10 pounds of chocolate, and more than 240 hours spent creating, and 2 hidden Mickeys. Get a first-hand look at what brings this artwork together. It's like one of a kind. And let's see if I can play this and see if you can see it. Yes. Yes. That was the first. I didn't see that before. That was the first time hey Pete, what's going on? Welcome in. That was the first time I saw that. So you saw the smile on my face. That was amazing. Jill Wallbeck Brick said something. She loves it that the frames from the houses. Where'd it go? Yes, there we go. The gingerbread still stuck to them are given to the bee farms. They do. Because there's so much sugar and everything. They just send them right out to the farms, the bee farms, and they use the sugar. It's pollinate. It helps pollinate. It's makes more bees. Makes more bees. There's a piece of sticky bun. Okay, so let's see what else we're going to talk about. So let's do that one. Okay, races. This is something that I've always had interest in, but I've never done it. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's stop that screen. I've always been interested in the Run Disney races. I've Corby St. Clair, what's going on? Hello, Corby was in the other night. And Corby, you should receive your package on Monday too. Thank you. And we're talking about my whatnot. And I looked up some things for the Run Disney because it really interests me. Let me see if I can back this one up a bit. So I didn't know a whole lot about Run Disney, but I'm starting to learn a little bit about it because I want to do a marathon. I want to see if I can't do a marathon. And who was in here earlier? Somebody was in here earlier. I know she does that. I'm trying to find her. But if you know somebody that does it, this is what I'm going to show you. Okay. The Run Disney is currently, this is the Run Disney event page. Okay. The first one that they have scheduled for is November 1st through the 3rd. Okay. And it's 66 days away. I love how they have the countdown here. It's the Disney Wine and Dine Half Marathon weekend. There's a 5K, a 10K, a 13K, and a 19.3K. And it is sold out. The 5K registration is $112. The 10K is $155. The half marathon is $240. And the Disney 2-course, they call it a 2-course challenge. I like that, is $400. And those are sold out. So then if you scroll down, then they have the next one, Walt Disney Marathon Weekend, 2025. This is 135 days away. Okay. It is also sold out. All of them are sold out. There's a 5, a 10, a half marathon, the Walt Disney World Marathon, Goofy's Race and Half Challenge, and Dopey Challenge are all sold out. Now let's go in reverse order. The Dopey Challenge is $688. Okay. Now, I think if somebody in chat wants to correct me, I can bounce out really quick to look at that. I think that Dopey Challenge, I think that covers all of the races, but I'm not sure. It might just be for that one race. So if you know, if you're in chat and you know that to be different, please let me know because I don't know. Oh, you were Corby, you were fine. Don't sweat it. You were fine. It's all good. Samantha, there we go. Samantha runs these. Dopey includes all of them, including the 5K. See, so for that, so let me talk to you specifically, Sam. So if you just buy the Dopey Challenge, you get all the other 5 races included in that one price. Stanley Sox, welcome in. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you. She says, yeah, okay. I love that. I love that. I love that. All right, let me go back to that. Let me go back to you. If you want to make that, big, Katie, you can make that big and then get me out of there. Good. There we go. And then I can go back to my big picture. Okay. So if you were, and again, you don't have to do all of them. The 5K right here, and again, all these are sold out. The 5K is $112. The 10K is $155. The harder these get, the more money they are. The Walt Disney World Half Marathon is $224. The Walt Disney World Marathon is $226. The Goofy Race and Half Challenge is $442. And I believe the Goofy, and again, correct me if I'm wrong on that one, Sam. I'm saying the Half Challenge. If you do the Half Challenge, I'm going to guess it's that race and maybe 2 of the top ones. Um, can you get pre-sale as a cast member? These sell out super quick. I cannot. No, that's yeah. The Run Disneys are as they are. We don't, unfortunately, we don't get any specials on those. It's the half and full marathon. Thank you. It's just the half and full marathon. Gotcha. Gotcha. Um, so and then you get into the Dopey Challenge, which is 688, but that's all the races. Again, this is also sold out. These sold out, and I know Sam's on top of this. She's been doing this for a while. She's on top of this. There was one, and I'm going to jump down to the last one here. That way you can give us some insight. So Sam does this for a while. This is the Springtime Surprise. This is 220 days away. Everything under registration says registration is opening soon. Okay. The first one is Springtime Surprise Yoga, $122. Springtime Surprise 5K is $114. Springtime Surprise 10K is $161. The 10 miler Springtime Surprise is $221. And the Spring Size Run Disney Springtime Surprise Challenge is $514. Now, what I can ask Sam, and maybe she can help me with this one. The $514, does that cover all the races? Oh, it goes on sale this week. Oh my gosh. Yes, it's all the races. Oh my gosh. So I have enough time. Okay, look at that. I have 220 days to train, right, Sam? I can train. I can do that, right? I can train in 220 days and be ready for that. Wow. That's $514. That would be super, super exciting. Yes, for all of them. Oh, I would love to do that. It's the last set of races I need to get. No kidding. Oh my gosh, that would be so exciting. All right. So, Sam's the one I should have had on. I should have had her come on as a surprise guest because she, Debbie, I've been what they call a cheerer and greeter for these races as a cast member. Trust me, I've seen people running by me at Epcot and they were just, whew, they were like ready to be done. This is a lot of work. Yeah, Sam, I hope you can get them. We can do a chat on. Okay, well, and again, the thing here is do you have to be pre-registered, Sam, or is it a good suggestion to be pre-registered for this before it goes live? Can you put in all your information? And I know I was doing some reading, and you all may know nothing about this. I was doing some reading about this, and what it says is if you have some recorded times, you can present your recorded times when you apply, and that will determine where they put you. Like in one of the races, I think if you can do it under 2 hours, they can put you towards the front. And basically what that means is it's just use your MDE account. Oh, you can use your My Disney Experience account. Thank you. That's very good to know. Thanks, Sam. That's fantastic. If you have a time, and I don't know how. Oh, okay. That's really important. Don't worry about entering your time register. You can do that later. Oh, that's fantastic. Just get in. Just get in is what Sam's saying. Just get in. Once you're in, then you can do everything else. I love that. I love that a lot. And that's always been something I wanted to do. And especially if I have the opportunity, I'm going to go back to this page for me and look at that. And with this year, I saw and I clicked on it, and then they have this thing called Run Disney Springtime Surprise Splash. And I'm going to click on that and make sure you all can see what I'm seeing, and you can. That's great. All right. And what this is Run Disney Springtime Surprise Weekend promises to be an epic experience. Come lace up and become the hero of your own story as you conquer magical miles throughout Walt Disney World Resorts, April 3rd through April 6th. Okay. Then it's the yoga, the 5K, the 10K, the 10 miler, the challenge, and the splash. This is the splash. So, Springtime Splash, and I had never heard of this one before. It's a splash into fun after the park closes. Enjoy an evening of celebration and thrills with a ticket to Run Disney Springtime Surprise Splash at Disney's Typhoon Lagoon Water Park. And what this gets is 3 hours of limited capacity event, early entry starting at 5 p.m. You get a commemorative item. Of course, it's probably something new that you get to wear around your neck. Disney character sightings and special entertainment, including a DJ dance party, complimentary treats, including ice cream, popcorn, and fountain beverages, access to Disney's Typhoon Lagoon Water Park attractions, which is the Bayslides, Castaway Cay, Crush and Gusher, Gangplank Falls, Humunga Cowabunga, Keelhaul Falls, Ketchikiddee Creek, which is, I like that. And Mayday Falls, Misadventure Falls, Stormy Slides, Typhoon Lagoon. If you've ever been to one of the water parks, this is the water park to go to. I like this water park. So this looks like a lot of fun. So, and again, it doesn't say what date this one's going to be on. But I'm going to guess it's April 6th. I'm sorry. It's the last day. So it's the last day this one's going to be on. So that's going to be pretty cool. Let me scroll back down to this one. So that's going to be on the last day. So on the last day, if you're up, if you do all of them, and especially the surprise challenge, if you're up for all of them, most from what I understand, and I'll go back to chat here. From what I understand, click any of the open links when you register at 10 a.m. and the links will let you register, and then you choose your race. And got you. Also, if you do the challenge and half wine and dine, it includes a $15 gift card, a post-race party. And I saw that there was a post-race party. Yes. Great. There's a lot of cool things that happen with Run Disney. And again, not being one person that's run, but I've known a bunch of people that have run years. And this one's especially starts off cold. It is cold in the morning. Sam, if you want to guess a temperature that this one starts out at, it starts out cold. And what they've learned through the years of these races is the racers usually start with layers, and they have some layers of clothes on. And when they finish, it gets to be a little too warm for them. So what they do is they peel them off, and they, if they have somebody on the side, they would, toss, their warm-ups or their vinyl, whatever they're doing, toss them to somebody on the side. But sometimes you're just in the moment and you're hot. You just want to pull it off and get rid of it. And what they started doing is they started collecting all these items, and they were donating them. I don't know where, to Goodwill, maybe somewhere. And that's what they started doing. So people started literally going out and buying newer outfits, for that cause, for that donation. And again, I don't know if this is something that they're still doing, but I thought it was really cool that people would take the opportunity to do that. Here, you're doing something, keep yourself fit, something to have a good time. And then how else can you do that is donate and be a positive for somebody else that has less than you. I think that's fantastic. So that I'm looking forward to doing that too. So, but with something like this, I would love to be at that point. And let me go back into this so I can just look over this real quick. 220 days. I have 220 days. If I want to start, I have Tuesday, so I can get in on Tuesday. Sam said get in on Tuesday, so I'm available Tuesday. So maybe I could do that too. I'll do that Tuesday, see if I can get in. Fingers crossed for me and Sam getting in. And then what I want to do is I want to look for a sponsor. I want to see if I can't get a sponsor to sponsor me for this. These are pretty cool events. If I can get a sponsor to sponsor me for this event, I can, get do that. Maybe not this year, maybe next year. We'll see. Um, they have been doing that for a while, Sam says. So yeah, people have been doing that for a while with their stuff. But again, uh, Sam, in the morning, usually how cold is it? Is it in the high 50s? Is it in the 60s? And then what's the temperature get up to later on in the morning? Do you remember? Well, I want to thank everybody for coming in. She doesn't remember. Yeah, but I've seen some people. They said it was pretty chilly out there. I know Jeff does our dream. I think Jeff did one. I think Walt and Melissa did one. Um, I'm still half asleep. She's still right, and I've seen that too. I mean, it's early in the morning, and now I will tell you because I used to work at Magic Kingdom, or I'm sorry, I used to make magic at Magic Kingdom in the Emporium. Those mornings when the race was going on, and we would literally, they would suggest us to get to work earlier, plan earlier on going to work, just so we wouldn't get caught up in traffic. And yes, there's traffic, and yes, you should be there early, and yes, you're usually there a lot earlier than you. If you think you should be there early, be there earlier, um, and that's a fact. And again, I think I can't say this. I've never done it, but I know people got there early. So if you're there super early, and a friend of mine, Rachel from Whatnot, her and her husband, they run marathons and they do runs. Um, and I know they really prepare for that. So I'll be reaching out to her, and she was talking about how they prepare, and I want to prepare because a lot of things can go wrong on these marathons, and you pull muscles that you never thought you had before, or you strain something, and I don't want to do any of that. So I'm looking forward to doing something like that. So that's was the other thing that we were going to talk about, was something new like that. All right, so here's the next thing I want to talk about. We're going to jump right off that bandwagon onto another one. Let's see. Googled average temperature for Orlando in April is 63. Okay, 63 for us, guys. Thank you very much, Jill. Appreciate that. 63 for us. It's chilly. That's chilly for us. Yeah, we're warm-blooded people. And that whole thing about blood thinning when you move to Florida, don't believe any of that. I'm still from Maryland. I still think it's chilly, not cold for me, but I still think it's chilly. I keep my house at 70 degrees. Yeah. So with that being said, let's bounce over to something different. And let's stop this screen. Let's go to this one. And okay, here we go. We have some amazing news about the Polynesian Resort. All right, the Polynesian Resort. New details revealed. Island Tower at Disney's Polynesian Village Resort. They are bubbling with excitement. Look at that. That looks so cool. It's a dining experience they're going to have at the resort. And this is water here. This is so cool. They're bubbling with excitement to share the tropical features coming to the Island Tower at the Polynesian Resort. So if you've seen them building next to the Poly, which that's my home resort, they're building a huge tower. It's going to have this restaurant on top, and it's called the Island Tower at Disney's Polynesian Resort. And it's projected to open on December 17th. Look at this. They've got, again, these are just, drawings, if you will. They have these mahi mahi. Looks like they're swimming above you. Delicious dining at Wailulu Bar and Grill, or it could be Wailulu Bar and Grill. Polynesian cuisine at the Wailulu Bar, with the new and unique restaurant coming to the Island Tower. Gets its name from the Hawaiian words Waia, which means water, and Lulu, which means calm, which is very fitting for a restaurant that will overlook the Seven Seas Lagoon. Wailulu Bar and Grill will feature spacious indoor and outdoor seating areas and walk-up pool bar walk-up pool bar with views of Cinderella's castle and Magic Kingdom Park. The bar will feature an all-day menu for lunch and dinner that is influenced by local indigenous Polynesian ingredients. Specialty coffee and on-the-go morning pastries will be available for breakfast. The dining will be filled with gorgeous Polynesian-inspired artwork created exclusively for the island tower. The floating tropical fish sculptures crafted from recycled materials and reclaimed fishing nets that will swim throughout the space, representing a cool, colorful coral reef. In the center of the dining room, an abstract Polynesian stick chart, an ancient navigation tool used to traverse the seas, will be on display, surrounded by a beautiful blue, teal, and green fox-stained Moana, fox-stained glass. Moana, our favorite wayfinding princess, will also be featured in the painting on a display in the Walulu Bar and Grill. Well, if that doesn't get you excited, the water and the play area and the pool will. Soak up the sun in a new pool splash area. Moana's Voyage will be the whimsical new splash area at the island tower, featuring a life-size sculpture of Moana and her iconic canoe from the film. The tower will also be home to Cove Pool, a brand new zero entry pool. Both Disney Vacation Club members and Disney guests at Disney's Polynesian Resort will be able to experience the new pool and splash area during their stay. Now, this is the part that I think is really cool. This is the terrace garden view. This right here is all open. This is going to be all open air. There is a railing here. They're going to have real plants throughout this area. Here is a painting from Moana here on the right side. The seating area in here. It's a really nice resting and seating area. There are some chairs you can sit here. I don't know what your view would be from this yet at this angle. If you're going to have a view here for the fireworks at Magic Kingdom, I'm not sure of that yet. Let's see what it says. Unique to the Island Tower, Disney's Vacation Club members and guests staying here will enjoy exclusive access to our 4 tropical terrace gardens. So there are 4 of them. Each garden will feature vibrant artwork, lush foliage, and uniquely themed seating areas. These hideaways will be the perfect place for guests to relax and take in views of Disney's Oak Trail and Magnolia golf courses, or the Seven Seas Lagoon, making it a spectacular place to watch the Magic Kingdom nightly fireworks. So there's your answer. Yes, you can either see during the day behind you, you can see Oak Trail and Magnolia golf courses, which is, let's go back here, which will be on this side. So both ends are going to be wide open. So this will be open. This will be open. No glass here. This is not glass. This is going to be open. Stay tuned to the Disney Parks blog and Cast Life web for more exciting updates about Island Tower at Disney's Polynesian Resort. Well, I will tell you, you do not have to worry about that, because that is my home resort. The Poly's my home resort. So as those things come above, I'll be bringing them right to you. Heck yeah. I think that's really cool. So it sounds like those 4 areas, I'm guessing they're going to fill up pretty quick for firework viewing. So we'll see how that looks. I hope they let resale DVCs book this. You know, Jay, that's really interesting, because when you buy resale on some things, you know, I know right now, that's my home. That's my DVC home. I can't book anything yet. They haven't opened that up yet. So, and I don't know resales. There's someone in here that may know resale if he's still in here. What? No, I like that thing when you grew up. Yes. I don't know if VP is still in here, but he may know the answer to that. But it again, it's one of those things where I know sometimes resale places that you can't book with resale points. You have to have buy-in points when you buy into that. But resale points are good too. They're good to have. Calling VP. Yes. Yeah. Don't tell him I sent you. No. Same. It's our home resort and can't book it yet. No. Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool, Sam. Yeah. That was the first place that we got when we got our DVC. It was the first place. Um, yeah, we have direct. Yeah, it's cool. It's gonna be new. Um, we weren't real excited about how the building started to look when they started building it. It just looked all, hey DP, what's going on? Welcome in. Greetings from the villages. Yes, my friend. Is that is that my friend Dave? Is that you, Dave? Um, greeting from the villages. I think that's my friend Dave. Yeah. Um, and my cousin lives in the villages too. But anyway, that's some really cool news about the Polynesian. And yep, that's me. That's my buddy Dave. Good to see you, Dave. Dave, we're coming down. Or is that up or I don't know which way that is, but we're coming. We're coming soon. I'll definitely. Yep, I knew DP. I'll reach out to you, let you know when we're coming down. Maybe we can spend a couple hours together. That would be really cool. So anyway, so that's some of our news. So we're like I said, I was gonna save the best news for last. And what I would like everybody to do is definitely share this news out. And we talked about the new game. If you came in late, let's recap a little bit. I made some amazing caramel cinnamon buns today. Those were amazing. And we talked about the new game that's not going to start next Sunday. We will be on location next Sunday, so you'll be able to see us next Sunday, and I'm going to tell you about that in a minute. But I will tell you that the following Sunday, not next Sunday, but the following Sunday, we're going to start a new game called Where's the Baker? And what that's going to entitle is we're going to have a game where you're going to guess, and we'll have someone in charge of chat, and I'm going to show pictures of places in and around Disney locations here. And the first person to guess where that location is, and if people have trouble guessing, then I'll give some suggestions. Hey, what's going on? Sebastian the Crab. I found something for you. Hold on. Look what I found for you, Jeanette. I didn't know if you had one of those, but I found that when I was looking through my pins. So next time you come down, this one's for you. So that's for you. Sorry, lost my train of thought. I'm playing Where's the Spider with a big guy in the kitchen. That's funny. Oh, well, okay. Catch him. I'll be down September 9th. Thank you. Okay, great. Remind me, September 9th. Put a glass over the spider. Put a glass over and then put a straight piece of paper underneath the glass and then pick it up and then take him outside and let him free. He's good. He eats bugs. That's a cast member pin. Yeah, is that a cast member pin? I think it is. It's a hidden Mickey cast member pin. Yep, that was one of the early ones. Yeah. So I found it and I thought of you. So yay. We'll be down for 2 weeks. Oh my gosh. Yes. Let me know. We go get some of that ooey gooey cake. So, and Katie Weiss says that's what she does with spiders. Yes. I don't like spiders and snakes. But if that's what it takes to love you. I know that song. But anyway, going back to the game. So if you guess where I'm at, if I show a picture of a sign, like say a ladies restroom sign, and you have to guess where it is. And if you're the first one to guess, you get a point. And then I'll have some people in my mods will be keeping track of points. And then at the end of that night, we'll do so many pictures, and the person with the most points goes up on the board. We'll keep track of everybody's points. And then that night, the person with the most points will win a pin. And there'll be a special pin that I'll have, and I'll just mail it out to them. And then every week we'll go that way. And everyone the one winner every week, it has the most points at the end of the week. We'll keep a tally, but the person has the most points for that week at the end, not combined, but for that night, that person will win a pin. Okay. And then after 8 weeks, we're going to put all those winners, the 8th week that we go, the winner of that night and the 7 nights prior, all those names will go in to a wheel, and we'll pick a prize winner for a bigger prize. And then we'll keep going. As long as you guys want to do it, I'll do it. Okay. All right. And this is my way of kind of giving back to you. We'll do pins because that's a pin thing. And then I'll have gifts, and we don't know what the gifts are going to be, but I'm the Disney Baker. This pins could be anything. Gifts could be anything. What's going on, Walt? Welcome in. Good to see you. How about that Mo's, baby? How did we play today? I didn't see today's score. Did we win? Because I know the last 2 nights were super exciting. Jackson Holiday. That's Jackson Holiday. That was a great 3. It cleared the bases. That was fantastic. That's real exciting. Mouse Talk with my friend Walt. He's got an amazing baseball channel with baseball orders. They're losing tonight. But they haven't lost yet, right? So that's the way I look at it. They're losing, but they haven't lost, and that's a really big number. But hey, big Orioles fan from Baltimore area, Maryland. Thanks for being here, Walt. Yeah. And so then what we're going to do over a period of time, as long as you're supporting the game, we'll keep the game going. And then after so many weeks, we'll just put everybody that's top numbers have been top numbers for all those weeks. They'll go into a wheel for even a bigger prize. And we'll just keep having fun with it. I mean, how can you not have fun with picking out things at Disney? Hidden Mickeys, we'll find hidden Mickeys. You just have to tell me where the hidden Mickeys are. Where do you find the most coins? You know, I mean, there are a lot of things that I notice that most people don't notice about the park. So we'll have fun with that. So I'm hoping. Everybody check out Walt and Melissa. They are Mouse Talk. They have a fantastic channel, and he's definitely a baseball aficionado. So he knows a lot about baseball. So anyway, so that was that. So we'll do the game starting the week after this coming Sunday, because this coming Sunday I'll be in the park and I'll be at Epcot. All right. So Sunday night you can find me at Epcot. All right. And we're going to watch the fireworks show. We're going to walk around Epcot, but I'll give you some more little tidbits of information. I'm going to be at the park on Wednesday. I'll be at the park Wednesday. I'll be at Magic Kingdom Live. I'll be at the park Thursday at Epcot for the Food and Wine Festival. I said that last week. I'm going to be live at the Food and Wine Festival. We're going to be trying out some desserts from the Food and Wine Festival, and you're going to be getting the Disney Baker's opinion of some of these desserts. Now, I got to be kind of partial here because I do make magic. All right. Yes. Live streams from the parks. Yes. You're going to get a whole face full of Baker. Boom. And Friday, August 30th, we'll be at Animal Kingdom. Saturday, August 31st, we'll be at Hollywood Studios. And then back Sunday, September 1st, we'll be back at the Food and Wine Festival at Epcot. So we got the 28th is Magic Kingdom. The 29th is Epcot. The 30th is Animal Kingdom. The 31st is Hollywood Studios. And then the 1st is Epcot. So all 5 days, we're going to be streaming live. Please. It's tied now. Yes. See that? Where's my Oreo hat? I don't have an Oreo cheer. ORIOLES. Magic, magic, magic. Yes, tied. That's good. Wait. Rally hat. I gotta get a rally hat going. But anyway, so yes, um, you'll be getting my fair share of Baker. There's no doubt that all week. So if you haven't, yeah, and the thumbnails will be up soon, everybody. I'm going to schedule everything. Thank you so much, Steven. Everybody, this is the real Steven. He's one of my new mods. Oh, come on, Nick, give me a break. Okay, everybody, this is Movie Mania Nick. He is a New York Yankees fan. Don't hold that against him. He's amazing. Nick's got a channel. Check out Nick's information. He is a big movie mania nut. He knows everything about movies, but he just knows nothing about Disney. Nothing about Disney movies, just other movies, just not Disney movies. But a big Yankee fan. So, am I going alone? Oh, Sebastian the Crab. She going alone? I'll be miss all the streaming this week as I will be in Texas. I will watch all the replays. Thanks you, Debbie, and have fun in Texas, Debbie. That's fantastic. Yes. And he loves Ghostbusters. He does love Ghostbusters. Who you going to call? Ghostbusters. So we appreciate everyone being here. Thank you so much for my moderators. Thank you very much for my Whatnot team. My Whatnot team, guys, do me a favor. Go through here on the chat. Check out my stream on Whatnot. I'll get the link. I'll tell you what. Do me a favor. The Disney Baker and Instagram. If you have Instagram, okay. If not, go on my YouTube channel, scroll down, get my email, throw me an email, say, Baker, send me the Whatnot coupon. I'll send you the link to the Whatnot coupon for my Whatnot for tomorrow night. Okay. And I'll make sure you get it, or hit me up on Instagram. Okay. And another thing, yes, please, after the stream, help us raid. It's Angry Ragtimer. Here's his YouTube channel. He's a really good friend of my son. Just go ahead and rate him. Tell him I sent you over there, and I appreciate. And watch what he's doing. It's pretty cool stuff. Ragtimer has that's just who he is. He plays ragtime. He has a ragtime band that's fantastic, but he does railroading, a railroading game, and he's very good at it. And he's very knowledgeable because that's what he does for a living. Also, he works on railroad cars. I appreciate you all so much. All my mods, all my friends, all my YouTube. TTFN, ta-ta for now. Peace, love, and pixie dust hugs. Pixie dust hugs are going to have to do for now until we meet in person. Okay? This is Chris at Disney Baker. Thank you so much for being here. Have a great night. And we'll see you at the parks on Wednesday. See ya.